All right, sorry guys, I was having some technical issues. I think it's coming online now. Give me just a moment. Okay, there we go. All right, well, sorry guys, I was having some technical issues, got it sorted. That is user error on my part, I apologize. So I was like 2 minutes into talking until I realized that it's not actually broadcasting, so I'll start over. Amanda is on her way here. Her mother had to go see the doctor today to get some tests done. She's doing quite well. Actually, we went and hung out with her last night. But she'll be here in 15-20 minutes and she'll still join. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with you guys. So yes, what the thumbnail is true. The boat has been wrecked. What I plan to do for this broadcast is explain to you exactly what happened, how it happened, what the consequences of that are, what's going to happen to that boat, what's going to happen with Saiing Doodles going forward, and you know, we have some pretty cool. We have a really cool announcement to make. I'll kind of do that towards the end. That gives you some more information on. You know, what we're going to be going on in the future. So yes, the boat has been wrecked. Now, I will put a disclaimer out here. I'm going to be basically giving you only the facts about the wreck because the insurance is not settled, and I'm not going to speculate, and I'm not going to give opinions on my thoughts on what happened. I'm going to give you the facts on what happened. You can infer from yourself what you think the results are, but I'm not going to do that because we're still waiting on settlement from insurance. I do have insurance, and the insurance is in my name. So there you go. So we hired a professional delivery captain. He had over 400,000 hours of 400,000 miles, sea miles, and I believe he had done more than 160 yacht deliveries, and I can't tell you how many transatlantics he's done, but quite a few. So we had him, and I believe there's 2 other crew. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically go over the press report, the press release that Island Spirit has come up with, and I'm going to give you the facts on what happened. So with that, we'll kind of get into it here. Got the press release there. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. All right. SV Maverick departed the Ocean Marina Jomtien on December 12th, and I can show you what that looks like here. So there we go. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. There we go. So Jomtien is here in Thailand. It is near Pattaya. It is this little marina right here. So it departed there on December 12th, and it had about 700 miles to go down here to Singapore, where I was going to be put on a cargo ship and shipped to the United States. We'll go back to the press release here. Let's see here. On December 14th, they were notified that they had some fuel issues, and they took the boat to Song Kla on December. Okay, stop it, dog. Stop chewing on that. Sorry. But they determined there was contaminants. Stop it. Sorry, the dog is chewing on the table. And there was contaminants in the fuel, and I will show you here on. Here we go. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this on my own as we do here. So Song Kla is basically the southernmost point of Thailand. So they brought it right here, which was several hundred miles away. They came in here, took it to the shipyard. I'm not sure exactly where the shipyard is there, but they brought it there. It spent a day there, and then they corrected the problem. And then, anyway, so on December 17th, they departed towards Singapore. On December 19th, the captain reported the portside hull was taking on water. However, the bilge pumps were handling the ingress of water. On inspection, initial conclusion is the portside shaft seal was leaking, but it's still yet to be confirmed. That's their best guess. They don't know 100%. The boat was at the time 55 miles northwest of Tiamen. So I can show you where that is on here. Cougar, stop. Sorry. The dogs are being very frustrating right now. And so Tiamen is this island right here. So basically it's 700 miles from Pattaya to Singapore. So they were pretty close the way there. They were 600 miles down. So they had about 100 miles to go. So they were somewhere out here in the middle. And that's when they reported the problem. So what they decided to do is, let's see here. Where was I? Given that it was unclear the actual location of the water leak, they determined to proceed to the mouth of the Indau River, which has the Prospect dockyard capable of hauling vessels should it be necessary. So they were going to sail the 55 miles. At 7:40 p.m., they doused the sails because they didn't want to arrive during the middle of the night, and they waited for daylight to approach the mouth of the river. The captain advised at 8 p.m., the captain advised that the drive system, so the electric motors, have shut themselves down due to communication errors. It is assumed that water ingress had disrupted the CAN bus communication. Gusts reported to 30 knots. So it was 20 to 30 knots of breeze, and they were in 2-meter seas. So you have a lot of water splashing around there. And so basically water got onto the CAN bus. I don't know what CAN means, but it got on the CAN bus, which basically shut the engines off, the motors off. So then they prepare a team to meet they prepare a boat, like a towboat, to meet them at the mouth of the Indau River and take them to the shipyard. They get the coordinates, and they have an estimated arrival of 2 in the afternoon on 2 p.m. So at 7 in the morning, they were drifting all night, and they raised the sails and started sailing southwest towards Indau. And then at, let's see here, it doesn't give a time, but, oh, here we go. The wind and waves are pushing the boat more south than it should have been. I'm not going to comment too much there. So they proceeded to sail northwest to the river mouth. The captain reports that they are, and so let me show you there. So then they were sailing to Indau here. This is Indau, and then there is a shipyard right here that's capable of towing, hauling out. So they were sailing this direction, and then they were pushed more south than was intended. So then they had to sail northwest back up to the Indau River. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize. And then let's see here. Let me go back to that. And then, let's see here. The captain reports they are anchored south of the port entrance buoy in 4 meters of waters with 8 to 20 knots of easterly winds and 1 meter breaking seas. The boat is dragging anchor with 15 meters of chain out. 15 meters of chain out. A system boat arrives on scene and advises that the boat is in too shallow water and cannot approach to assist due to depth, wind, and waves. The captain calls and declares Mayday. The captain reports that the boat is on the beach, and the boat gets pushed by the waves until the stern is into the waves and settles on the sand. The boat is taking breaking seas over the transom at high tide. Both hulls flood with water and sand. Salvage underway on December 21st. The boat is actually still on the beach right now. They're waiting for a very high tide on the 31st. I will give you more condition on the boat in a moment. So summary, the boat was washed ashore by 20-knot winds and waves on approach to the river entrance. The anchor dragged as the boat washed ashore. The boat takes breaking seas across the stern for 2 nights with 3-meter tides before being turned bow into the waves. The boat suffers no structural damage. There's no cracks in the gel coat. The boat is completely solid. The hull is solid. The boat systems functioning until the boat started taking breaking waves over the stern. The electric drive system performed as expected The duration of delivery until the CAN bus communication error shut the system down. The electric drive system shut down as a result of water intrusion for the safety of the vessel. Any modern common rail ECU controlled diesel would also be non-functioning in these circumstances. So basically, once the communications bus gets wet, they don't work anymore. The drive system, so this is the main thing. If you've ever been worried about lithium batteries on a boat, here's the main thing. The drive system and the house bank. So the three drive systems, the three drive banks, that's 210 kilowatt hours of lithium batteries, and the house bank, which is 25 kilowatt hours of lithium batteries, were both fully submerged in seawater for 48 hours. They did not catch fire, and there were no reported problems because of that. So here is the kind of rough estimate of what happened. So the top line here, they were drifting overnight. They started the motor. This is not quite accurate at this point right here because they came in from a different angle. You can see here they went further south than intended. Like, I don't know why they didn't come straight into the river mouth, but they didn't. And then they had to kind of sail northwest to get back here. And then you can see on the chart plotter that they were sailing northwest to get back there. And they anchored in 4 meters of water with 15 meters of chain out, and we're dragging towards the beach until they got that. I mean, it looks a little bit deeper, a little bit more west of there, and that's closer to the river mouth. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, so that is the official. I'm not really going to comment on my thoughts and speculate on anything. I wasn't there, so I don't know the circumstances. This is only really third-hand knowledge. So the captain told Island Spirit has told me, and this is what I know. So with that being said, I will show you some, here is some video of the boat. Is that it? Wait, hang on, there we go. This is, I believe, at low tide, so you can see the waves are breaking over the stern of the boat. This is before they were able to fix anything. Luckily, it was a completely sand beach, and you can see the boat is bouncing up and down on the sand there and getting pushed further up the beach. Both keels, like they are sacrificial keels, had broken off at that point, but they're designed to do that. And then let's see. How do I, oh crap, can I, and so now they currently have tied up. They put airbags on there. I'll show you some photos in a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, so luckily they missed all the rocks. You can see there's still, you know, lots of chop and lots of swell coming in. And this is, I believe, at low tide. And you know, the boat is fully out of the water at this point. But oh, they'd already turned its stern too at that point. So, all right, so now I will show you some photos. So it's, you know, that was when it was stern two. They used a backhoe to dig everything out, and they drug it further up on the beach. So you can see there, it's the porthole is already fully submerged at that point. They're in the swell, and then here's some of the damage pictures. There, you know, the hatches were ripped off there. This is the right transom with the generator fully submerged. On the lower section of that is one of the battery packs, the lithium battery packs, and it's fully submerged in seawater. And then you can see the doors were ripped out of the back. The refrigerator was ripped out and sent flying through the salon. You know, I mean, it was fine, really. This is all like wave damage. So ripped some of the cabinets out. There's a refrigerator. You know, just, let's see here. That's where the refrigerator was. Everything's full of water. Let's see here. They had drug it forward at this point. you know, that's I believe that's the starboard hull. That is the port side hull. That's the aft cabin. That's the master cabin. Just fully wrecked, and all the inverters and everything live under there. You can see all the sand. So they've already used pumps to pump all the water out. Just total devastation. You know, it's that is the, no, that's the, what is that? That's the aft port cabin. Anyway, you know, everything's full of water. Engine compartments are fully flooded. You know, that is the left side, the port side transom. That's where the top there you can see the battery bank, and that's the air conditioners, full of sand, full of water. It's pretty bad. I mean, the boat itself was running fine. This was due to being beached. Like, the boat would have been fine had it not been beached. And this is you can see the refrigerator, you know, all mangled and pulled out already. This is, shoot, I don't even know where that is. Okay, that's under the aft port cabin. That's where the inverters live, full of sand and water. I don't know what that is. That's, you know, before they pumped everything out. That's one of the battery banks. You can see it was fully submerged in sand and water. So that's a testament to, you know, hey, the modern lithium stuff, if you do it right, it's not going to catch fire. So, and the amazing thing is, like, there's no structural damage to the hull itself. It held up just fine. There's no cracks in the gel coat. There's no cracks in the hull. Everything's fine on that. But, you know, there's the 15 meters of chain. I think the boat had 85 meters of chain on it. And then, you know, they're using backhoes to move it around. They ended up putting airbags underneath it to where they could get access to the hull. And so what they did is, so the keel's ripped off, the rudders posts ripped out, and so the only patches they had to do on the boat was to patch the rudder posts. And so they're waiting for high tide, and then they're going to haul the boat out and take it to that shipyard where they can get a proper insurance adjuster to look at it. So yeah, they have it tied up, put airbags underneath it. So that's where that was probably done when they were when they were pulling the boat out with the backhoes, because I don't know. But yeah, pretty substantial damage. You know, that's the interior salon. You can see all the counters are chipped, all the veneers are chipped with, you know, from debris floating in there. Plus everything electrical was underwater, under seawater. So everything electrical that has any kind of wiring in it is done. And that is the, I believe that's the guest cabin. And all those flooring panels are underwater. So it's pretty devastating, obviously. Everything's got sand, this fine sand in there. Yep, makes me sad just looking at it. So, let's see here. Refrigerator doors ripped out. Cabinets done. Yeah. Hey, there's still some food left in there. That is I believe that's the master cabin. I don't know what the life raft's doing in the master cabin. I don't know. Who knows how it got put in there. Full of sand though. You can see all the plumbing and everything underwater. Let's see. You know, everything just totaled. All the cushions. Just, I mean, that's the master head right there. Just, I mean, look at, there's so much. That's how much this thing was underwater, right? Oh, that was all fully submerged because that's sand on top of the counter. Yep. You know, ripped through that foam. I don't know what happened there. You know, cleat was ripped out. I don't know how that happened. They got the airbags there. Yep. That's a 4-peak. Hey, the helm's great. No problems with the helm. The sails are good. Helm area is great. So, you know, no problem there. The Selden stuff held up pretty good. You know, bowsprit's great. Tramps are great. Hey, solar panels are good. There we go. But, hey, Wow, that was thoughtful of them. They even put the cover back on the electronics there to keep them nice. Anyway, so there you go. I am impressed that, like, I think it's the next picture. Maybe it's the next one. So that's when they were using the airbags. So they lifted it up to patch the holes and everything. But that's the rudder post that was ripped out, I believe. And then, yeah, so put on airbags to get it out of the sand and water. There's another boat nearby that had the same thing happen. Okay, this is the impressive thing to me, is that, like, I mean, the prop and the prop shaft and the you know, they're fine, right? I thought that'd be pushed up into the hull, but that shows you how strong that stuff is. Anyway, that is it. So there you go. Obviously not ideal. There you go, guys. Basically, I mean, everything electronic is gone. Not only that, they have to rip. They would have. So I can't imagine it's not totaled, because every single electronic component has to be, number one, pulled out. All the wiring has to be pulled out. So they put all that stuff in before they put the deck on, right? So, like, just the labor in cleaning all that stuff out to do that, pulling all that stuff out, then purchasing all the new equipment. I mean, I can't imagine it's not totaled. We do have insurance. As long as insurance comes through, we'll be fine. You know what? I'll be fine. I'm not one to dwell on the downside of things. I think there'll be an opportunity. You know what? We'll get hole number 5 or 6. We've already talked to them. They're wanting to give us hole number 5 or 6 and do that. But in the meantime, let's see here. Do I have anything else I wanted to show you on that? Miss Amanda showed up. Would you like to come say hi? Yeah, of course. By the way, guys, so our patrons and Sailing Doodles Navy and all that stuff, they got early access to all this. They've known about this since basically it happened. So if you would like to join the Sailing Doodles Navy, go to sailingdoodles.podia.com. Say hello, Amanda.
Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
How are you? Your mom's doing okay?
Yeah, she's fine. This was like unrelated to all the crazy stuff that's gone on before.
Yep. So and so you get, if you like Patreon and you like channel memberships, great. We will still love for you to do that. We're starting a new thing on Podia. It's just a little better for us. And then we're offering some more stuff, like you get access to the sailing school and some webinars and stuff like that. And I was actually thinking about, so one of the shows that we watch, Good Mythical Morning, you know how they do Good Mythical Evening and do like a, for only members? I was thinking we do something like that and like have it a little more. Do you hear them crying?
I know. I put them in the kennel because they were being so rowdy.
Right, well,
I didn't want them to ruin.
Say hi to them. I'm gonna go grab them.
Okay. Well, hey guys.
And then we're gonna tell them what we're doing next after this.
Okay. Do you want me to wait for you?
Yeah, but.
Okay. Okay. I know it was probably a little somber, and so I don't want to come in all chipper. I missed a lot of this, but yeah. Hey guys. Oh, audio. Everybody keeps saying audio check, audio check. Everybody keeps saying that the audio is messed up.
Is it on?
Let me see.
Is the blue light solid?
It was, but let's,
Here,
I'm going to
grab
turn
one.
it back on.
Grab one.
Okay. Audio.
It should be good.
Check.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everybody's saying it.
Testing.
How is this? Is it working?
No audio. Okay, let me go to here. How about this one? Is that any better, guys? I don't know.
Billy says he can hear us fine. Someone says audio is back. Audio is fine. Better.
Okay.
How is this?
I think it was working before.
Working? Some are saying
no. It was working before.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know either.
Okay. So No, anyway, it's fine. So let me see yours. Maybe yours isn't working. No, yours is working. They're both blue. Because when you disconnected, it came on. Yeah, both of them are on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. I'll just ignore that.
Okay.
Some people may be having audio trouble at home.
Yeah.
Unrelated.
So yeah. So anyway, so now that this boat is done, and it's going to be at least another year, 18 months before we could get another catamaran with Island Spirit. You know, that we've already talked to them, and they definitely want to do something. But in the meantime, my old CT56 is back up for sale, and we have made a deal with the. Sorry, I think people are screwing with us here on this audio.
I know, it might be trolls.
Probably.
It's just a lot. Everything's coming in so fast, I can't really tell, to be honest.
No, we're not on desktop mic. We're on Osmo mic, and.
But a lot of people are saying audio is good, which is making me. But a lot are saying bad.
Okay,
so
well,
it's so hard to tell.
Maybe restart your feed there. Audio is awful. Well, sorry guys. It looks like it's working on our end. Can you hear me fine?
Good.
Okay, that's just people screwing with us. So.
That's a lot of people screwing with us.
Well, that's fine. Turn her mic off. What do you mean? Is it screw?
Let's just
Use one mic. Fine.
Okay.
All right.
People are saying it's.
All right. There we go.
Hard to
That's
tell.
fine. We'll put it right there, and there you go. So my old CT56 is for sale, and we're buying that back. So we are. Okay. I gotta go.
Audio is okay now.
All right. There you go.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you. Super chat with the audio is good. Okay. So yeah, the CT is probably the next chapter here. I knew about the offer, and we're going to look at it. I don't know about a one, you know, like, so that's set in stone, or we're just going to take a look. There was an offer. That's where we're at, right?
So here, hold him. Don't let him go.
Okay, give me this one.
So yes, I made him an offer. I mean, I got to go see the boat. Where's the mic?
Oh, sorry. This mic?
Yeah, let's put it right here. I made him an offer. We got to go see the boat, and you know, make sure everything's fine. But I did see the boat in June or May. It was in the Bahamas, so I went and looked at it, and so he has rebuilt the boat mostly. I think it's just a little cosmetic stuff that he's got to do, that we have to do. So we are going to go up to, it's in North Carolina, so we're going to head up to North Carolina in February, January. We'll be there like February 5th or something like that. Hey, thanks for that unqualified noodle Connor. Ben, what is that? Hope this goes towards a couple of drinks and a smooth one. Stress levels. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little stressed. So cheers. Cheers to you guys. Thank you. And Christopher and Brendan, thank you.
Cheers. Helps with stress since a stroke.
Yep.
We love to hear that.
All right. So so we're going up there. I think January 5th is we're going to get up there. We got to make sure that you know, the boat's as advertised, and then we're going to get on Naughty Dogs and go sail it. So will Taylor Rebeck? No, just because it's CT56. No, yeah. So that is the plan. So then we are actually going on a cruise.
Late January.
Late January. It's my first cruise ever. We kind of had this scheduled already, and then so we're going to go to North Carolina. Get the boat all ready to go. Hopefully it doesn't need too much work. And then we are going to go do the cruise. We'll go back to North Carolina, like, I don't know, end of January. And hopefully if the boat's ready to go, then we will go around February 1st. So what I did is the owner has thankfully accepted I'm going to put a deposit down, like 20% down. And then
owner finance?
Well, no. Well, yes, but like I can't pay off the rest of it until the insurance comes through with this boat. So the deal is that we made is that, you know, I said, okay, if the insurance hasn't come through by May 1st, then, you know, basically he can either, you know, we'll have to sell the boat at that point to make him whole. But I can't imagine we won't have insurance by May 1st.
Right.
I'm hoping.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So that's the plan anyway. So then as far as our sailing schedule, I mean, I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I'm really looking forward to getting back on the CT. You never sailed on it, but it
looks very cool.
It was my favorite boat that we had.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm excited then.
Yeah.
And I think we have to get all new wardrobe so that we look like pirates.
It does look like a pirate ship.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they took the dog's graphics off of the sails.
But you might have that decal somewhere, like the...
Well, I can...
Not the decal.
I can talk to Precision Sales and be like, can you send me the graphics and can we put them back on?
That's what I meant.
Yeah, and we'll stick them back on there. So the cruise we're going on, we're actually doing the Groove Cruise, which is like, I don't know, January 23rd through the 7th.
I can't keep up with this guy.
Yeah. Should be fun.
It's like a big party.
Yep. So, is it better than the Dark Side? I really like the Dark Side. The Dark Side was probably more of like a studio, like an apartment type thing. But, you know, the Naughty Dogs, the CT, that's more of a going around the world type boat. So we'll see. Garand, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So it's just a different chapter.
Yeah. Hey, Smoops, thanks. Best of luck with all this. Looking forward to seeing Naughty Dogs again. We're also doing a cruise, the Windstar Windsurf. Oh, cool. The largest sailing cruise ship in the world. We are doing the, and Tampa Pete, thank you.
Have fun.
What is the CT? So the CT is a Tachao, T-A space C-H-A-I-O, CT-56, built in Taiwan. It's a 1989. It looks a lot like the Captain Ron boat, basically. But it's like a proper like blue water cruiser.
It's cool.
So yeah, really looking forward to that. So you know what, it's kind of been my motto in the last 10 years anyway, is whenever something bad happens, that's just an opportunity to do something else. So you know, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Maybe it's just a different chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say like blessing in disguise, but that's what I'm hopeful of.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic, I guess.
I'm sure we'll do that. I mean, hey, Ioti, what's up, guys? Bobby and Amanda, you have a glass of wine, smoke cigar, chill. BTDT on this. BTDT. But I don't know what that means. We really like a ride. The last one was sad. Come sail us in the Bahamas. All right, there you go. BTDT. I don't know what that means.
I should know. I'm a millennial. Shouldn't I know these things? BTDT.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our plan. That's what we're doing. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. Our patrons and the Saiing Doodles Navy people, they really have liked that idea.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up for it.
We're going to have fun. All right. So how old is
video, Bobby?
What's that?
It's not that kind of video, Bobby. Calm down.
Yeah. I'm sure they'd like that. But yeah. Will Miller, Bobby and Amanda, we are with you all. Enjoy your cruise together. Where are you going? Last cruise was the Norwegian Forts. So it's a cruise out of Miami. It just goes. It's like, I think it's a 5-day cruise. It's Jamaica and back.
It's 5 days.
Well, 4 nights.
Wow. But it's like a party.
Yeah. I mean, like, the cruise part is not like going and seeing Jamaica.
It's DJs on the water.
Yeah, DJs on the water. So it's basically a big been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what we haven't really decided. Hey, Garan, thanks so much, Bobby. I've been watching since 2019. Thank you. Well, thank you, sir. Cheers to you. Love you guys. Godspeed and God bless. Thank you, the Niculito.
Thank you.
But
you were saying,
so I haven't really decided. We're either going to do, I don't know. We may, so it's like 7 days from North Carolina to like Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands, or it would be like 5 days down to the Bahamas, like Harbor Island. But then you got to go like through all that stuff. I think we'll just kind of see what the weather gives us and do that. So Brad Shea, thank you, sir. What happened? Yeah, the boat's totaled. So Let me, I'll show you some, here is some video. Hang on. There you go. So, is it on the beach? No bueno.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and then the photos, you know, not good, obviously. So, yep. Anyway, hey, the solar panels are good though.
Yeah, it's more like the inside of the boat and the technical, like, you know, electrical stuff, everything that, like,
Yeah.
the meat of it.
You flyer, you good luck. Hope they move your investments, and I agree. I hope they do. That's my main concern is will the insurance come through, and that's why I'm not really giving my opinion on. That's why I'm not giving my opinion on my thoughts on the incident itself. Like, I have my thoughts, I have my speculation, but I'm not going to voice them until
Everything's
settled.
resolved.
Because I mean, I don't know how that affects anything. He still wants a dark side shirt. All right, Brian, I think I have a couple of those left, so maybe we'll get you one. But thank you. It's just, you know, I don't want to like overstep my bounds. Like, I'm not a lawyer. The thing is that, you know, there's a lot of different things. I'm American. It's a Thai company, and it's a Singapore-based insurance company. I don't know all the ins and outs. I've actually reached out to several lawyers, but nobody's written back. Not that I want to like.
Really? They didn't get back to you?
Yeah, I've emailed 2 or 3, and
Wow.
nobody's responded.
That is
like
so wild.
like these are referrals too from people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
I was there.
it's not that I don't want to start any legal proceedings. I just want advice from a lawyer.
I mean, a maritime lawyer specifically, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk to a lawyer, but this is a unique situation.
Yeah, there's a lot of unique stuff there. So yeah. So.
I might know someone that we haven't reached out to yet.
So we were originally planning going to the Miami Boat Show. That's no longer happening. I mean, no, we probably won't make it there. It depends on which route we take. If we end up going down the coast, we might be in Miami for the boat show, but I don't know. We'll see. I'd either do a, you know, I'd like to sail to either Harbor Island or go straight to like Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If you're up for a week at sea, though, that's the problem.
I'll meet you there.
Come on. Yeah.
We've spent a lot of time in the Bahamas, though, so it'd be great to change it up.
Yeah.
And I know you want to get over to the Virgin Islands. It's your place.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd look St. Martin.
I know.
St. Martin is like my favorite. That's the one island I could live on.
Yeah.
I love it there. So,
Yeah.
anyway. Yep. So, yeah, I guess. Any other thoughts and concerns from you guys? What do you guys think? I don't know. It's been.
Someone's like, glad you're both safe,
Yeah.
Gordon said.
Well, that's the most important thing, too, is that nobody was hurt. You can replace a boat. That's all replaceable. You can't replace a person. So
Yeah.
none of the crew was hurt.
Thank God.
None of the salvage crew. So the boat's still sitting on the beach right now. They're waiting. Just let them come out. They're waiting for the 31st. There's supposed to be like a king tide or something that you know. So, okay.
Trying to keep the puppies quiet. It's no easy task.
Would you like to say hi, Mom?
Hi, Mom.
No, come on over, say hi.
The
You
producer.
can meet my mom. Yeah.
And the puppy wrangler.
Yeah, so your camera is up there.
Hi.
This is my mom. We're at her place right now. You can see all the decorations. So, yeah.
Up in the clouds.
Yeah.
She's excited about the CT also.
Yeah, you really like
She
that
likes
boat.
that one.
Yeah, I loved it. That's great.
So, anyway, yeah, that's, you know, when we first got the news, so the manufacturer called me, and you know, I was like, oh no, because when he called, I'm like, oh great, we're not going to make the shipping date or something. And he's like, no, we're not going to make the shipping date. Unfortunately, he kind of gave me the gist on what's happened. So yeah. I mean, I think it's like any accident. It's a tragedy of unfortunate events. You know, you know, it's not one single thing that caused it. It's a multiple, you know, cascading thing. Mark Johnson, sounds like the CT is going to be the best thing for you. Loved it. Thank you. Schmoops, we'll be in St. Martin for Valentine's Day this year. Let's meet up. I don't think we'll make it to, I mean, maybe. I doubt we'll make it to St. Martin by Valentine's Day. Because that's like, yeah, we'll see.
I guess, like, I haven't really said that much about it, but I have so much empathy for everyone dealing with this right now.
Yeah.
Like, every single party involved. I'm also not going to give my opinions on anything. I don't think I should, like, speak to any of it. But I just, like, I feel for Bobby. I feel for the manufacturer and the crew, the delivery crew, and it's just, like, really a big curveball. But, yeah, just, it's been a headache for everyone and sad in, like, different ways.
I mean, I feel really bad for the Island Spirit guys. I mean, like, the Ron, the owner, I mean, they put so much money, so much sweat and tears into this thing, and it was finally coming to fruition, and then, you know, their boat did well, right? I mean, you know, if it was the shaft seal to let go, I mean, like, I don't know how you can, you know, forecast that, you know. You know, they built a lot of boats, and I don't know. Yeah.
It was very innovative. It was a good-looking boat.
Yep, very innovative. And I mean, it's a testament, like, there's no cracks in the hull. There were no fires, no, you know, like, the lithium batteries were fully submerged in salt water. Fully submerged in salt water for 48 hours. And they have my tennis shoe.
Oh, no. Guys, no.
They
That's not for you.
Come here. Come here. Come here, Cougar. Cougar.
They still back.
Anyway, so, you know, the fact that it's, uh-oh.
What happened?
I don't know why that's doing that. That's really behind for some reason. I don't know.
Well, surely it's not behind.
No, it's it's fine. So, okay, sorry, we just got like a weird thing, but yeah, I just feel really bad for them. I mean, you know, they built a good boat and their systems worked as designed. It's just a comedy of unfortunate events that, you know, there you go. I don't know.
Well, I feel for you too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It, you know, I mean, but it'll work out. Like that CT56, I really liked it. So, I mean, that's been probably my favorite boat I owned, and I was planning to be on that boat for quite a while. We just obviously had the issue with the transmission. Yeah. So this gives me another shot at it.
Yeah.
You know? So,
like, this could be a blessing in disguise.
Exactly. Yeah. So it does suck, but it's all right.
What are you gonna do though? You gotta just roll with it.
Yep.
Roll with the punches. Is that what they say?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, but you know, so it's been quite a year. You know, are you guys as yeah? I could use a top up. Thank you. My mom is also the server.
She's a jack of all trades.
Yeah. Will Miller, both you will both get through this and be strong on the other side. Yep.
Oh, totally.
Well, we got the puppies. Oh my gosh, that's so much pee over there. So.
Did someone just slip in pee?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So there's a big mat out on the patio, and they kind of missed the mat because we're on a high rise.
There's a grass pad, and then a mat under it.
And come here. Okay. Will Wayne Smith.
Chaos over here. It's chaos.
Watched every episode from start and liked. Let me put that back up there. Where did that go?
Thank you. Look at that.
Thank you for a wonderful experience. Many more to come. Well, thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it. Glad you guys have enjoyed it. It's been. Thank you, Mom. It's been. You know. Who knew that if you had said to me 10 years ago I'd be doing a live chat with 8,000 people on it talking about my boat that crashed in Malaysia, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
That's not me.
Tampa Pete, thank you, sir. Yeah, it was your boat too. Yeah, I know everybody was looking forward to it, and I was too. I was really looking forward to getting that boat to Miami and to the boat show, and I think everybody was really going to love that boat.
Aw, he said it was our boat too.
Don't cancel your order. They're good boats. It's just, you know, unfortunate events. Yeah. So, but yeah. So our plans for now are we are flying back to Florida tomorrow. We got the RV there, so we'll get in the RV. We'll do New Year's in Florida, and then we'll get in the RV and we'll start driving north to North Carolina, where the new boat is.
Yes.
Well, where the old boat is, rather, I should say.
Mackenzie should be meeting back up with us.
Yeah. So Mackenzie will be there too.
We plan to keep cruising with her.
And then, so the videos that are coming out right now is a viewer, Ed, has had a Fountaine Pajot 47 that's for sale, so he let us use it for a week. We only got to film on it for like maybe less than 10 days because the weather kind of sucked, but yeah. So right now, like I said, somebody was talking about the boat being stripped or whatever. No, the boat is on the beach in Malaysia. It's being watched over. You know, that's one thing I was asking the manufacturer about. I was like, well, you know, the mast is savable and the rigging and all that. And he's like, it's a 76-foot mast. I mean, it's going to cost more to ship that mast from Malaysia to Thailand than it is just to get a new one and all the other components. I was like, well, what about, you know, the chart plotters and all that? I mean, like, okay, maybe chart plotters, but like, you know, all the big stuff like the deck equipment and all that. I don't know. We have been in talk, actually. A lot of this depends on insurance. So a lot of this, it depends, and I don't know all this stuff. So somebody's saying the drive leak. No, it's the shaft. So, I mean, it's not anything specific to this boat. The shaft seal, so the shaft goes outside the boat, and it has a boot on it with a stuffing box, and it keeps water from, you know, the stuffing in there keeps water from coming in. It is pretty common for those to start leaking. But, I mean, I don't know that's the case. That's just that's a speculation. That's a speculation, which I said I wasn't going to do. But that's in the report, is that they think it was the shaft seal that broke, that let go and let a bunch of water in.
Yeah.
So that's what caused everything. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So then I was like, so Colin from Parlay Revival is a good friend of mine, and we've hung out quite a bit. And he's in Indonesia right now. And so I was texting with him the other day. I was like, you'll never guess. And I sent him all the info about it. He's like, oh shit, man. He's like, well, what are you going to do with the boat? And I'm like, well, it's not, I mean, I don't, number one, we got to wait for insurance to say what they're going to do. And he's like, well, you know, I'm up for another rebuild. So Colin is considering.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah. So, because I mean, like, the thing, I was talking to the manufacturer. I was like, well, you know, how expensive would it be, you know, to salvage the boat and then get it back to Thailand and rebuild it? And he's like, it'd be cheaper to build a new boat than to do that.
How great would it be if that ends up being a Parlay Revival project?
Yeah. But I mean, for somebody doing it on their own, like themselves, and not having to pay somebody to do it, it might be worth doing. You know, it probably would be worth doing. And so, yeah. So I think that would be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, but we still have a lot to do. We got to figure out, you know, what's going to happen with the boat. Are they going to total it? And if they do total it, what are they going to do with the hull? Because it's
got to be totaled.
I can't imagine it was not.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, just because. Yeah. I mean, shipping.
So say like, if question whether it will be seems like so wild, but of course you never know. But we might try to.
Well, I mean, I don't know how insurance works on those things, but it might be like, okay, if they total the boat, then the insurance company would then technically own the hull. I don't know if that's true or not. And then maybe they try to sell it for salvage or what. I don't know how that works.
Right.
I really don't. So that's just, I have no idea what they're going to do with the boat. I don't know. I just hope everything works out. I mean, you know, anyway.
Fairly.
Anyway, but so serial number 2 is I think it's about to be launched as well. So I think sail number 2 is about to start moving, and number 3 is not far behind it. So it'd be interesting to see what happens.
Well, I imagine that those boats are going to be pretty darn good after this.
Yep. Yep.
No room for error.
Yep. But all right. Well, any other last minute questions, guys? We've been doing this almost an hour now, so I'm getting a little worn out. I don't know.
I just want to say, I guess, I read a couple, I've been reading a lot of comments, so just because I'm not responding doesn't mean they are going unnoticed. So just want to let you guys know, I love, some people are saying like really sweet things.
Yeah.
And, very uplifting.
And, you know, thank you all, guys, for all the super chats. I appreciate it. It kind of helps the swallowing the pill go down a little better. And if you'd really like to help us out more, you can become join the Sailing Doodles Navy, or Patreon, or channel membership, whatever you prefer. This is just a new thing we started.
Just the preferred.
Yeah, it's preferred because they take less percentage. Actually, it's just it's a yearly fee. So like, I mean, obviously they got to charge for the credit card processing, but then they don't do because Patreon takes like 10%. This is just a yearly fee.
Oh, okay.
It's like $900, but that's still gonna be cheaper than that. So.
Okay.
Brian, did you miss the meet and greet? Haven't. We were talking about doing one in Florida if we have time, so we'll see what we can do. Unqualified noodle connoisseur. Okay. Happy 2025. Thank you.
Happy 2025.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, guys.
But yeah. So. All right. Anything else you want to add? What are you looking forward to doing? I'm looking forward to get back to the RV and go cruising around.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. I'm looking forward to New Year's, Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, New Year's gonna be fun.
Everything else is a little up in the air.
Yeah.
So, I'm just looking forward to the adventure. I have some of my own trips coming up.
That's right. Yep.
Costa Rica, I think. I'm gonna go see some family in Brazil.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, it is maybe a time we're gonna take the dogs to dinner. And I go to dinner with my mom, and yeah. All right.
Vicky, you had lots of hellos, lots of comments.
Aw, thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye,
thank you so
guys.
much. I got to figure out how to turn
you.
this. I had a hard time figuring out how to turn this on, so now I have a hard time figuring it off.
Tell them to like it.
Oh, yeah, like and
please like and subscribe.
Come on.
Thank you. Yeah. And yeah. All right, guys.